Motorcycle insurance isn't based on what your bike is worth. It's based on what insurers think you'll cost them. That one decision could add thousands of dollars to your ownership costs before you even ride home. Today, we're counting down 10 motorcycles that insurance companies penalize the hardest, revealing what a typical US rider actually pays, why those premiums are so high, and which bikes deliver a similar ride for far less. Stay with us, because by the time we reach number 1, you'll see why one motorcycle sits in a class of its own. Number 10, Yamaha YZF-R3. You do not need a fire-breathing superbike to end up on an insurance company's watch list. In fact, one of the first motorcycles many riders ever own has quietly earned a reputation that surprises plenty of buyers the moment they ask for a quote. Meet the Yamaha YZF-R3. At first glance, nothing about this machine looks intimidating. Its 321 cubic centimeter liquid cooled parallel twin delivers approachable performance, predictable handling, and enough confidence to welcome new riders into the sport bike world. But insurance companies are not interested in how friendly a motorcycle feels. They care about one thing above everything else: claims history. And that is where the YZF-R3 begins working against you. Because it is one of America's most popular entry-level sport bikes, it attracts a huge number of first-time riders. Unfortunately, newer motorcyclists are involved in more collision claims than seasoned owners. Pair that with expensive bodywork, frequent low-speed tip-over damage, a theft rate that runs higher than many standard motorcycles, and a fully fared sport bike image, and insurers see a machine that costs more to cover than its modest performance would suggest. For a typical American rider carrying full coverage, annual premiums commonly range between $1,200 and $2,000. By comparison, a similarly powered standard motorcycle often falls between $600 and $900 per year. That extra $500 to $1,100 can quietly become one of the biggest ownership expenses. If you love everything about the R3 except the insurance bill, the Yamaha MT-03 offers nearly the same riding experience while usually qualifying for noticeably lower premiums. If this is the kind of real-world ownership advice you wish more motorcycle channels covered, drop a hype in the comments and subscribe. That support helps us keep digging into the costs in data and details that riders rarely see before they buy. And this is only where the blacklist begins. The motorcycle waiting ahead leaves the beginner category behind entirely, entering a class where speed, crash statistics, and repair bills combine into a far more expensive equation. Number 9, Kawasaki Ninja Z X636R. Walk into almost any insurance office and mention a modern super sport, and chances are the conversation becomes noticeably more expensive. Few motorcycles prove that better than the Kawasaki Ninja ZX636R. It is not the fastest machine money can buy, and it is certainly not the most exotic. Yet when insurance companies study years of claim data instead of showroom brochures, this Kawasaki consistently lands on the wrong side of the numbers. The reason begins beneath the fairings. Its liquid-cooled 636 cubic centimeter inline 4 produces the kind of explosive performance that encourages spirited riding without demanding litter bike money. That sweet spot has made the ZX636R one of the most desirable supersports in America. But popularity comes with a hidden price. Insurers see a motorcycle that attracts ambitious riders, frequent canyon runs, weekend track days, and a crash history that remains stubbornly expensive. Then comes the repair bill. Unlike a naked motorcycle that may survive a simple tip over with little more than a scratched lever, the ZX636R wears layers of precision bodywork. A single accident can damage fairings, mirrors, LED lighting, engine covers, clip-ons, and painted panels all at once. Suddenly, what looked like a minor spill becomes a repair worth several $1,000s. That combination of frequent claims and costly repairs is exactly what actuarial tables punish. For a typical American rider with full coverage, annual premiums commonly fall between roughly $1,800 and $3,000. Younger owners, city riders, or anyone carrying traffic violations can see quotes climb dramatically higher. Compare that with a middleweight standard motorcycle, where similar coverage often costs only $700 to $1,000 each year. That is an extra insurance burden of well over $1,000 annually before the first gallon of fuel ever reaches the tank. Ownership costs do not stop there. Brand new examples typically leave the dealership for well above the advertised sticker price after destination charges, taxes, and dealer fees are added. Even on the used market, clean motorcycles continue bringing premium money because demand rarely cools. If you want a motorcycle that delivers everyday excitement without making your insurance company nervous, the Kawasaki Z650 is a much wiser bet. It offers lively, real-world performance, comfortable upright ergonomics, and, thanks to its standard motorcycle classification, insurance premiums that are usually far easier to live with. Have you ever received an insurance quote that completely changed your mind about buying a motorcycle? Leave a comment and share which bike surprised you the most. Real experiences from riders around the country help everyone make smarter buying decisions. But as costly as the ZX636R can be to insure, the next motorcycle climbs even higher for an entirely different reason. Its biggest problem is not just the riders who crash it, it is the people who steal it. Number 8. Suzuki GSX-R 750. The Suzuki GSX-R 750 is among the motorcycles that earn expensive insurance because they are rare, and that has kept it on insurers' radar for years. While most manufacturers abandoned the 750 class, Suzuki stayed committed, creating a motorcycle that blends the nimble feel of a middleweight supersport with performance that edges surprisingly close to leader bike territory. Beneath the fairing sits a liquid-cooled dual overhead cam, 750 cubic centimeter inline, 4 engineered to reward confident riders. That is exactly where the insurance problem begins. The GSX-R 750 has long appealed to enthusiasts who regularly chase fast canyon roads, attend track days, or simply enjoy pushing a motorcycle closer to its limits. Insurance companies do not judge those owners individually. They study claim history, and the numbers tell a costly story. Supersport motorcycles generate more collision claims, more severe crash damage, and significantly higher repair bills than most standard motorcycles. Premium suspension, radial brakes, intricate bodywork, and costly original equipment. Manufacturer plastics can turn what looks like a minor spill into a surprisingly expensive claim. For a typical rider in the United States carrying full coverage, annual insurance premiums commonly fall between $1,900 and $3,200. A comparable standard motorcycle often costs closer to $800 through $1,000 each year. That means choosing the GSX-R 750 can add roughly $1,100 to $2,200 to your annual ownership costs before you even buy fuel. If you crave similar everyday excitement without the supersport insurance penalty, the Suzuki GSX-8S is a smart alternative, offering strong acceleration with noticeably friendlier premiums. The GSX-R 750 has spent decades earning a reputation for expensive claims, making it a familiar name inside insurance databases. But claim history isn't the only number insurers watch closely. When replacement parts are costly and crash repairs become even more expensive, premiums climb another step. And the next motorcycle checks every one of those boxes. Number 7. Honda CBR 600RR. Some motorcycles earn respect because they are dependable. Others earn it because they are devastatingly capable. The Honda CBR 600RR has managed to do both for years, becoming one of the most polished supersports ever to leave a showroom. But while riders admire its precision, insurance companies see something entirely different every time they pull up its claim history. Beneath the fairing sits a 599 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled dual overhead cam inline 4 engineered to come alive at high revolutions. It is a motorcycle built for razor-sharp cornering, lightning-fast direction changes, and the kind of performance that rewards confident riders. Unfortunately, those same qualities also attract the audience insurers worry about most. The problem is not simply speed, it is what years of actuarial data reveal. Supersports like the CBR 600RR are involved in more serious collision claims than most middleweight motorcycles, and those claims rarely stay inexpensive. A single crash can destroy costly body panels, premium suspension components, mirrors, lighting assemblies, and controls, turning what looks like a minor accident into a repair bill worth thousands of dollars. For insurance companies, it is the combination of frequent claims and expensive payouts that pushes this Honda into a higher risk category. A typical American rider carrying full coverage can expect annual premiums ranging from roughly $2,000 to $3,400. By comparison, a motorcycle such as the Honda CB 650R often costs between $800 and $1,000 per year to insure. That leaves a yearly difference of approximately $1,200 to $2,400. If you want Honda's signature refinement without absorbing such a steep insurance penalty, the CB 650R delivers a remarkably similar everyday experience with noticeably friendlier premiums. Even so, there's another factor. Insurers dislike even more motorcycles that disappear as often as they crash. When theft statistics join repair costs, annual premiums can jump dramatically, and the next motorcycle has been living with that reputation for years. Yet number 6, Yamaha YZF-R6. While many motorcycles disappear from dealership floors and slowly fade into history, the Yamaha YZF-R6 did the exact opposite. Even after leaving the American street market, it refused to lose its status. Riders still chase it, collectors still pay premium prices for it, and insurance companies still treat it like one of the costliest supersports to cover. The reason is impossible to miss once you understand what the R6 was built to do. Beneath its razor-sharp bodywork sits a 599 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled dual overhead cam inline-4 that thrives at sky-high engine speeds. Producing nearly 120 horsepower, it was engineered with one goal: reward riders who push harder, brake later, and carry more speed through every corner. That race-bred personality made the R6 legendary. It also made it a nightmare for insurance underwriters. Years of claim data paint a clear picture. The R6 has long attracted aggressive sport riders, weekend canyon racers, and track day enthusiasts. While track incidents themselves are not covered under standard motorcycle policies, the type of owner drawn to an R6 has historically generated more serious on-road claims than riders on standard or sport touring motorcycles. Then there is the repair bill. Lightweight, aluminum components, premium suspension, advanced electronics, and full fairings mean even a relatively modest crash can produce a surprisingly expensive estimate. For a typical American rider with full coverage, yearly premiums commonly range between roughly $2,100 and $4,300. Meanwhile, a comparable naked motorcycle often costs only $700 to $1,300 to insure. That is a difference of well over $1,000 every year, and sometimes much more. Its resale value tells another story. Since Yamaha ended street-legal production, clean examples have remained remarkably desirable, with many well-kept motorcycles selling for prices few expected after production stopped. If you want Yamaha excitement without the insurance shock, the Yamaha MT-07 is the smarter financial choice. Its lively parallel twin, lighter insurance classification, and everyday versatility deliver plenty of enjoyment without punishing your wallet year after year. So far, we've looked at motorcycles penalized because of theft, rider statistics, repair bills, and performance claims. Which reasons surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments. And if you're enjoying the breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe as we head into the most expensive motorcycles on the insurance blacklist. And we have now reached the point where performance alone is no longer driving insurance costs. The motorcycles ahead combine breathtaking speed with eye-watering repair bills, pushing premiums into territory that makes many riders stop and think twice before signing the paperwork. Number 5. Ducati Panigale V2. The Ducati Panigale V2 is one of the most expensive middleweight sport bikes to insure in the United States. It delivers breathtaking Italian performance wrapped in premium engineering, but every one of those premium components carries a price when something goes wrong. Power comes from a liquid-cooled 955 cubic centimeter 90-degree V-twin that produces the kind of acceleration riders dream about. Insurance companies, however, are not interested in the thrill. They see a motorcycle with a long record of costly claims. Even a seemingly harmless parking lot tip over can damage painted fairings, advanced lighting, Brembo braking components, mirrors, and the signature single-sided swing arm. Add labor-intensive repairs and premium Ducati parts, and what begins as a small accident can quickly become a claim worth several $1,000s. Pair those repair costs with enthusiastic owners who frequently seek out twisty roads and track events, and the actuarial picture becomes even less appealing. For a typical rider in the United States carrying full coverage, annual insurance premiums generally range from about $2,500 to $4,000. Comparable naked sport, motorcycles often cost between roughly $900 and $1,100 to insure. That creates an annual insurance penalty of approximately $1,600 to $2,900 before fuel, maintenance, or loan payments ever enter the equation. If you want unmistakable Italian character without absorbing such a steep insurance hit, the Ducati Monster offers much of the same personality while typically qualifying for considerably lower premiums. The Panigale V2 proves that prestige alone can make insurance expensive. Exotic components and specialist repairs quickly push claim costs upward even when accidents happen at low speeds. Yet insurers become even more cautious when those repair bills are combined with superbike performance and cutting-edge electronics. The next machine doesn't just cost more to fix. It carries the kind of risk profile that keeps premiums elevated from the very first quote. Number 4. BMW S1000RR. By the time you reach this point in the countdown, raw speed is no longer the biggest reason insurance companies lose sleep. What truly worries them is the price of putting an exotic motorcycle back together after something goes wrong. Few machines demonstrate that better than the BMW S1000RR. Ever since its complete redesign, this German superbike has become one of the most sophisticated motorcycles on the road. Its 999 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled inline 4, equipped with BMW's shift cam variable valve timing system, delivers breathtaking acceleration while surrounding the rider with technology that would have sounded impossible only a few years ago. Every ride feels like a showcase of modern engineering. Every insurance claim tells a much more expensive story. For insurers, the problem is not simply the motorcycle's extraordinary performance. It is the staggering cost of even a routine repair. A seemingly modest crash can mean replacing advanced lighting, aerodynamic bodywork, electronic rider aids, premium wheels, high-end suspension components, and a long list of specialized parts that demand factory-trained technicians. Before long, a repair estimate that would total another motorcycle can become an ordinary claim on an S1000RR. That reality is reflected in the premiums. A typical American rider carrying full coverage can expect annual insurance costs ranging from roughly $2,800 to $4,500. By comparison, a performance-focused naked motorcycle like the BMW S1000R often falls between $900 and $1,100 per year. That is an annual difference approaching $3,000 simply to insure a motorcycle that shares much of the same engineering. If you want German performance without the same financial sting, the S1000R delivers an incredibly similar riding experience while usually earning far friendlier insurance rates. But one motorcycle has spent decades building an even stronger reputation inside the insurance industry. Long before today's electronic superbikes arrived, this model had already become synonymous with extraordinary speed and exceptionally costly claims. That history still follows it today. Number 3. Suzuki Hayabusa. For more than 2 decades, Suzuki Hayabusa's name has been synonymous with breathtaking speed, and that reputation continues to influence insurance premiums today. Even though the latest generation is more refined and technologically advanced than ever, insurers still view it through the lens of decades of claims history. Power comes from a massive 1,340 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled dual overhead cam inline-4 producing nearly 190 horsepower. Sophisticated rider aids, including traction control, cornering, anti-lock brakes, multiple ride modes, launch control, and cruise control make the Hayabusa more manageable than its predecessors. But insurance companies are interested in statistics, not promises. They see a motorcycle capable of astonishing acceleration, extremely high speeds, and some of the most expensive collision payouts in the industry. Repair costs only reinforce that concern. Premium painted bodywork, advanced electronics, lightweight aluminum components, and powerful braking hardware mean even a moderate crash can generate a repair estimate that quickly climbs into the thousands. Combine that with a motorcycle's high replacement value, and premiums rise accordingly. For a typical American rider carrying full coverage, annual insurance commonly ranges between roughly $2,800 and $5,800. A comparable sport, touring motorcycle often costs less than half that amount to insure, creating an annual difference that can easily exceed several $1,000s. If your goal is effortless cross-country speed without the same financial penalty, the Suzuki GSX-R 1000 GT Plus is a far more insurance-friendly alternative. It delivers exceptional performance, outstanding comfort, and modern technology, while usually qualifying for significantly lower premiums. Yet impressive as the Hayabusa's insurance bill may be, the motorcycles ahead leave even this legendary speed machine looking almost reasonable. One of them rewrote the rules of performance itself, and insurance companies never forgot it. Number 2. Kawasaki Ninja H2. There are fast motorcycles, there are exotic motorcycles, and then there is the Kawasaki Ninja H2. When Kawasaki unveiled it, the motorcycle world suddenly had something it had never seen before. A mass-produced, supercharged sport bike built for the street. It was a breathtaking engineering achievement. But from the moment it arrived, insurance companies saw something very different. They saw one of the most financially risky motorcycles money could buy. At the heart of the Ninja H2 sits a liquid-cooled 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline-4, delivering astonishing power that places it in the company of some of the quickest production vehicles on the road. That performance is only part of the story. Insurance companies price risk using claim history and repair costs, and the H2 scores high in nearly every category. Its incredible acceleration increases the likelihood of severe crash payouts, while its premium electronics, sophisticated rider aids, Brembo braking system, aerodynamic bodywork, and intricate supercharger assembly make repairs exceptionally expensive. Even a crash that appears relatively minor can leave an insurance company facing a massive bill. The motorcycle's value only adds to the equation. A new Ninja H2 costs well into luxury territory, meaning total loss claims become dramatically more expensive than those involving conventional sport bikes. That combination of extraordinary performance, premium replacement costs, and complex repairs makes this Kawasaki one of the costliest motorcycles to insure in the United States. For a typical rider carrying full coverage, annual insurance premiums commonly range between $3,500 and $5,500. A powerful naked motorcycle offering a similar thrill often falls closer to $1,000 through $1,200 each year. That creates an annual insurance penalty of roughly $2,500 to $4,300 before fuel, maintenance, or single tire replacement enters the picture. If you want the unmistakable rush of Kawasaki's supercharged engineering without reaching the highest insurance bracket, the Kawasaki ZH2 is the smarter choice. Its upright design and different insurance classification usually translate into noticeably lower premiums while preserving much of the excitement. And if you've enjoyed this countdown so far, A quick like and subscribe helps us continue bringing practical motorcycle content that's built around real ownership, not just showroom specs. And even the Ninja H2 is not the ultimate challenge for insurance companies. One motorcycle still stands above everything else, combining breathtaking performance, elite exclusivity, and staggering repair costs into the most expensive insurance package on this entire countdown. Number 1. Ducati Panigale V4. And here we are, the motorcycle that represents almost everything an insurance company hopes never appears on a new policy application. Meet the Ducati Panigale V4. From the moment Ducati replaced its legendary superbike twins with this MotoGP-inspired flagship, the rules changed. Beneath its breathtaking bodywork lives a 1,103 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled 90-degree 𝐐𝐵𝐶 V4, an engine engineered with one mission: deliver world-class performance with almost no compromise. For riders, it is one of the greatest superbikes ever built. For insurers, it is the definition of maximum financial exposure. The concern is not simply its extraordinary horsepower, it is what happens after an accident. The Panigale V4 combines a very high replacement value with some of the most expensive components found on any production motorcycle. Premium body panels, aerodynamic winglets, advanced electronics, sophisticated rider assistance systems, forged wheels, high-performance braking hardware, and specialized Ducati parts can turn what appears to be a manageable crash into an eye-watering repair estimate. Even labor becomes part of the equation, since many repairs require technicians with specific Ducati training. When these motorcycles are written off entirely, the payout can rival the price of a luxury automobile. That is why full coverage insurance for a typical American rider commonly falls between roughly $4,000 and $6,500 each year. A comparable naked performance motorcycle often costs closer to $1,000 to $1,200 annually to insure. That is a yearly difference of approximately $3,000 to $5,300 before the motorcycle even leaves your garage. If you want unmistakable Italian character without carrying one of the industry's heaviest insurance burdens, the Ducati Street Fighter V2 is a far more sensible choice. It delivers thrilling performance, premium engineering, and everyday usability while usually qualifying for substantially lower premiums. And that's the real lesson behind this list. The purchase price is only the beginning. The motorcycle that looks like the best deal in the showroom can quietly become one of the most expensive to own once insurance enters the equation. The more you understand how insurers think, the better decisions you'll make before signing the paperwork. But there's much more to the motorcycle world than insurance alone. In our next video, we uncover another side of motorcycle ownership that many riders overlook, packed with practical insights that could save you money, frustration, or both. Click the next video to continue the road trip with us. Join our tribe by subscribing. And don't forget to like this video.